The beach volleyball shuttle will take Olympic spectators from the bus interchange at Bondi Junction Railway Station to the beach volleyball centre at Bondi Beach and then return to Bondi Junction. Leave the bus interchange via a route to be advised and drive to Old South Head Road. Drive straight along Old South Head Road. This is an example of the signs you'll see on the route at games time. From this point, this route is identical to the Eastern Venue's primary route. Drive straight through the intersection at Edgecliff Road. Once you're over this intersection, you'll notice that Old South Head Road veers around to the right. Follow Old South Head Road around to the right. The sign is for Watson's Bay. Drive downhill on Old South Head Road. Drive through two sets of traffic lights before reaching your next turn-off, which will be Curlewa Street on the right. After the O'Brien Street intersection, prepare for a right-hand turn at the next set of lights, which is Curlewa Street. You'll notice from the map that as soon as you've made the turn, the road divides. You need to take Blair Street, which is straight ahead of you. It happens quickly, so be prepared for it. Travel straight on along Blair Street to the very end. In front of you, in the distance, you'll notice a large chimney stack. Drive straight ahead towards it. You'll also drive past a group of shops on the left, followed by a school. Go through the small roundabout and keep driving straight on. At the end of Blair Street, you'll come to a T-junction. Prepare to make a right-hand turn at the T-junction onto Military Road. Turn right onto Military Road and travel down the hill towards Bondi. On your left, you'll notice the Bondi Golf Club. Keep driving straight on. Your next landmark is another small group of shops. Drive straight ahead past the small group of shops. You'll notice a bus interchange in the middle of the road. In front of you is Bondi Beach. Military Road now becomes Campbell Parade. Drive down to the beach. Drive to the set-down point between Ramsgate Avenue and Warners Avenue. Then make your return journey by continuing along Campbell Parade. The pick-up point is between Hall Street and Lamrock Avenue, near Queen Elizabeth Drive. After the pickup, drive up the hill. Campbell Parade makes a sweeping turn to the right and becomes Bondi Road. Bondi Road is straight uphill and is characterised by shops and businesses on both sides of the road. Prepare for a right-hand turn at the lights at the top of the hill. Bondi Road veers sharply to the right here and heads downhill towards the city and the harbour. The sign says Bondi Road and the city. Turn right and head for the city. In front of you in the distance, you'll notice Sydney Harbour Bridge. Prepare for a left-hand turn at the next intersection at Oxford Street. Return to the bus interchange via a route to be advised. To recap, leave the Bondi Junction interchange via route to be advised and drive to Old South Head Road. Continue straight on. Stay on Old South Head Road until you come to Curlewa Street. Turn right. After turning, drive straight along Blair Street. Keep driving along Blair Street until you come to Military Road. Turn right onto Military Road. Travel down Military Road to Campbell Parade and the Beach Volleyball Centre. The drop-off is between Ramsgate Avenue and Warners Avenue on Campbell Parade, and the pickup is between Hall Street and Lamrock Avenue on Campbell Parade. The return journey back to Bondi Junction is via Campbell Parade and Bondi Road. At the lights at the top of Bondi Road, turn right and drive towards the city. At the intersection of Bondi Road and Oxford Street, turn left into Oxford Street and travel back to the bus interchange via a route to be advised. The Blacktown Western Venue shuttle will take Olympic spectators and workforce from Blacktown Railway Station to the Sydney International Equestrian Centre at Horsley Park, the mountain bike course at Fairfield City Farm and the Sydney International Shooting Centre Liverpool located at Cecil Park. First, the journey to the Equestrian Centre and the mountain bike course. The shuttle begins at the bus interchange outside the Blacktown Railway Station. Drive through a small roundabout. Up the ramp, and veer right. Turn left at the lights onto Balmoral Street. This is an example of the signs you'll see on the route at games time. Continue travelling south on Balmoral Street. You'll be staying on this road for the next 3 kilometres and driving through 5 sets of traffic lights. After the Bungarraby Road intersection, Balmoral Street becomes Reservoir Road. After the lights at Currajong Crescent, you'll travel through a roundabout at Holbeck Road. Travel straight on. You'll then pass the Blacktown Workers Club on your right. You're now approaching the Great Western Highway. Move into the right-hand lane and prepare to make a right-hand turn onto the Great Western Highway. You're going to stay on the Great Western Highway for the next 4 kilometres. After the Brabham Drive intersection, prepare to make a left-hand turn into Walgrove Road just before the next set of lights. Once on Walgrove Road, travel straight on. Drive over the M4 motorway. Through the traffic lights. Past Wonderland Sydney on your right. As a point of interest, this is where other Olympic routes join this shuttle route. Look out for your first major landmark on your left, which is the entrance to the Eastern Creek Waste Management Centre. Then a brick display centre. You're now in the city of Fairfield. An electricity substation on your left is quickly followed by an intersection featuring a major roundabout. The signs are for Fairfield, Badgerys Creek and Horsley Park. At the Horsley Drive Walgrove Road roundabout, continue straight on to access the equestrian centre and the mountain bike course. This is also the direction you'll take for the International Shooting Centre. As you pass through the roundabout, you'll notice a sign on your left, the Western Sydney Regional Park and the Equestrian Centre. Drive straight on. There's a blue sign on the right just before the Equestrian Centre to Badgerys Creek, Liverpool and the Western Sydney Regional Park. At the crest of the hill, you'll notice the main entrance to the Equestrian Centre. This entrance is used by Olympic family cars and buses. Drive past this entrance because the venue access road for spectators and sponsors going to the Equestrian Centre and the mountain bike course is the next road on your left. Prepare to turn left. Drive to the set down pickup points as directed. Then drive straight on to Cow Pasture Road. Turn left onto Cow Pasture Road. Continue straight on until you come to the Horsley Drive roundabout. You'll notice a sign for Horsley Park and Eastern Creek. Follow the sign to Horsley Park. You're now on the Horsley Drive. Continue past a blue sign which indicates the direction down Ferrers Road to the Eastern Creek Raceway. At the top of the hill is the Ferrers Road intersection with traffic lights. This is where you turn right to go to the Park and Ride at Eastern Creek Raceway. However, you're returning to Blacktown Railway Station. Continue straight on through the intersection. As you travel down the hill, you'll notice a golf driving range on your right. One kilometre further on, you'll come to the Horsley Drive Walgrove Road roundabout. The signs are for Badgerys Creek, Wallacia, Horsley Park and Rooty Hill. Prepare to make a right-hand turn around this major roundabout into Walgrove Road, heading for Rooty Hill. You'll also notice a sign for Wonderland Sydney. Drive past Wonderland Sydney on your left. Continue straight on through the traffic lights. Then over the M4 motorway. As you approach the intersection at the Great Western Highway, move into the right-hand lane and prepare to turn right, heading towards Parramatta. Turn right onto the Great Western Highway. You'll be staying on the Great Western Highway for the next 4 kilometres and driving through 2 sets of traffic lights. After the Walters Road intersection, prepare to turn left at the next lights onto Reservoir Road. You'll see a sign for Parramatta and Blacktown. Turn left onto Reservoir Road. Continue straight on. You'll notice the Blacktown Workers Club on your left. Drive through the Holbeck Road roundabout and continue straight on. You're going to be staying on this road for the next 3 kilometres and driving through 5 sets of traffic lights. During this time, the road changes name from Reservoir Road to Balmoral Street. After the Kildare Road lights, prepare for a right-hand turn into Richmond Road at the next set of lights. Turn right, then veer left into the bus-only access road leading to the Blacktown Railway Station and the interchange. The shuttle route from Blacktown Railway Station to the Sydney International Shooting Centre Liverpool, located at Cecil Park, is identical up to the Equestrian Centre. Drive past the Equestrian Centre on your left and continue straight along Walgrove Road. You're now approaching a major roundabout at the intersection of Walgrove Road and Elizabeth Drive. Prepare to make a right-hand turn around the roundabout. Turn right into Elizabeth Drive. Follow the signs to Wallachia and Badgerys Creek. The turn off to the shooting centre is only a few minutes' journey along Elizabeth Drive. The turn off itself is on the left, halfway down a steep hill. Turn left again into the venue access road. Drive to the set down and pick-up point. Then drive back to the main entrance and on to Elizabeth Drive. Turn right. You're now going to head back to Blacktown Railway Station. Travel east along Elizabeth Drive until you come to a major roundabout. You'll notice a sign for Rooty Hill and Richmond. Turn left onto Walgrove Road and head for Rooty Hill and Richmond. You'll also see a sign for Wonderland Sydney. You're now heading north. As you travel along Walgrove Road, you'll notice a tall communications tower off to your right. Drive past the Equestrian Centre, also on your right. You'll then reach the major roundabout at the Horsley Drive intersection. Travel straight through the Horsley Drive Walgrove Road roundabout towards Wonderland Sydney. From this point on, the journey back to Blacktown Railway Station is identical to the previous journey. To recap, leave the bus interchange at Blacktown Railway Station and turn left onto Balmoral Street. Continue straight on, heading south down Balmoral Street. At Bungarraby Road, Balmoral Street becomes Reservoir Road. Continue straight on towards the Great Western Highway. Travel past the Blacktown Workers Club on your right and shortly after, prepare to turn right onto the Great Western Highway. You're now travelling west on the Great Western Highway. Drive straight on until you come to Walgrove Road. Turn left onto Walgrove Road. Drive south. Cross the M4 motorway and past Wonderland Sydney on your left. Continue on to the Horsley Drive and Walgrove Road roundabout. Go through the roundabout and up the hill to the Equestrian Centre. Drive past the main entrance and keep travelling south until you come to the Spectator Sponsor on Workforce Venue Access Road. Turn left into the Venue Access Road. After making the drop-off and pick-up for both venues, drive onto Cowpasture Road. Turn left onto Cowpasture Road and continue straight on to the major roundabout at the Horsley Drive. Follow the signs to the Horsley Drive and Horsley Park. At the Horsley Drive Walgrove Road major roundabout, turn right onto Walgrove Road and continue straight on. Pass Wonderland Sydney on your left. Cross over the M4 motorway and continue driving straight on until you reach the Great Western Highway. Turn right at the highway and continue driving east until you reach Reservoir Road. Turn left onto Reservoir Road and travel north to Blacktown Railway Station. Turn right at Richmond Road into the bus interchange at the railway station. The journey to the International Shooting Centre Liverpool, located at Cecil Park, is identical up to the Equestrian Centre. Continue past the Equestrian Centre to the major roundabout at the Elizabeth Drive Walgrove Road intersection. Turn right around the roundabout and travel a few minutes along Elizabeth Drive to the International Shooting Centre. It's a left-hand turn halfway down the hill to the venue access road. After the drop-off, return to Elizabeth Drive, turn right and once again drive to the major roundabout at Elizabeth Drive and Walgrove Road. Turn left and travel along Walgrove Road past the Equestrian Centre to the Walgrove Road and the Horsley Drive roundabout. Travel straight through, following the signs to Wonderland Sydney. The journey from here back to the bus interchange at Blacktown Railway Station is identical to the return journey from the International Equestrian Centre and the mountain bike course. The football shuttle will take Olympic spectators from Central Railway Station to the Sydney Football Stadium. Leave the pickup and set-down point in Chalmers Street outside Central Station. Chalmers Street merges with Elizabeth Street at the next intersection. Continue straight on. Cross over the Eddy Avenue intersection and immediately prepare for a right-hand turn at the next lights into Albion Street. Turn right into Albion Street. It's interesting to note that this road is shared by a number of other Olympic routes. You're now travelling uphill towards Flinders Street. This is an example of the signs you'll see on the route at games time. You're going to cross 3 sets of lights on your journey up Albion Street to Flinders Street. After crossing the lights at Burke Street, prepare for a right-hand turn at the T-junction up ahead onto Flinders Street. Buses can use the left lane to turn right. Turn right onto Flinders Street. You'll see a sign for Anzac Parade and Randwick. Continue straight on. Cross the intersection of Flinders Street and South Dowling Street. After this intersection, make sure you're in the left-hand lane, because at the next set of lights, you'll be veering left into the bus-only road, which you'll see in front of you. Drive through the intersection and veer left into the bus-only road. You're now running parallel to Anzac Parade. The Sydney Football Stadium and the Sydney Cricket Ground are on your left. Turn left after Gregory Avenue and follow the access road to the set-down and pick-up point outside the Sydney Cricket Ground. After the set-down, follow the bus-only road back to the Moore Park Road, Flinders Street intersection. From the bus-only road, cross the intersection and veer left onto Fitzroy Street. Continue straight on along Fitzroy Street. This road is shared by a number of other Olympic routes. At the intersection of Burke Street, follow the road as it veers left and becomes Pavoa Street. You're heading downhill now towards Elizabeth Street and Central Station. As you approach the T-junction at Elizabeth Street, prepare for a left-hand turn. Turn left into Elizabeth Street. Immediately prepare for a right-hand turn into the second street on your right, Randall Street. Turn right into Randall Street. Drive straight on. Prepare for a right-hand turn at the end of Randall Street into Chalmers Street. Turn right into Chalmers Street and drive to the pick-up and set-down point. To recap, after the pick-up in Chalmers Street, drive straight on into Elizabeth Street. Make an immediate right-hand turn from Elizabeth Street into Albion Street. Drive up the hill on Albion Street. Cross over Riley Street, Crown Street and Burke Street. Drive straight on until you come to the T-junction of Albion Street and Flinders Street. Turn right onto Flinders Street, drive over the South Dowling Street intersection. At the next intersection at Moore Park Road, veer left into the bus-only access road. Follow the bus-only access road as it runs parallel to Anzac Parade. Turn left after Gregory Avenue and drive to the set-down point outside the Sydney Cricket Ground. Return to the Moore Park Road Flinders Street intersection via the bus-only access road. Veer left at the intersection. Drive through the South Dowling Street intersection to Foveaux Street. Travel straight along Foveaux Street to Elizabeth Street. Turn left into Elizabeth Street and right into Randall Street. Travel to the end of Randall Street and turn right into Chalmers Street for the set-down and pick-up point. The Liverpool Western Venues shuttle will take Olympic spectators and workforce from Liverpool Railway Station to the Sydney International Shooting Centre Liverpool, located at Cecil Park, the International Equestrian Centre at Horsley Park and the mountain bike course at Fairfield City Farm. First, the journey to the International Shooting Centre Liverpool, located at Cecil Park. The shuttle begins in Moore Street from the bus interchange. From the bus interchange, cross Big Street and travel straight down Moore Street. This is an example of the signs you'll see on the route at games time. As you approach the Hume Highway, also known as Copeland Street, prepare for a right-hand turn. Turn right onto the Hume Highway and continue straight on. Turn left at the next set of lights onto Elizabeth Drive and prepare for a pickup at the Collymore Park Park and Ride. After the pickup, continue straight along Elizabeth Drive. Drive through the lights at Flowerdale Road and continue straight on. You're going to stay on Elizabeth Drive for the next 10 kilometres. In that time, you'll cross 9 sets of traffic lights after the lights at Flowerdale Road. Cross Cabramatta Creek. Keep driving straight on. Follow the signs for Wallachia and Penrith. You'll drive past a McDonald's on your right. cross the lights at Cow Pasture Road. If you are going to the equestrian centre or the mountain bike course, it's here that you turn right. However, you're going to the International Shooting Centre, so continue straight on. The countryside is now characterised by open bushland on either side of the road or a new housing estate. Drive through a roundabout at the entrance to the housing estate and continue straight on. Drive uphill to a major roundabout at the intersection of Elizabeth Drive and Walgrove Road. You'll see a sign for Badgerys Creek and Wallacia. As a point of interest, this is where other Olympic routes join this shuttle route. Travel straight on through the roundabout and keep driving down Elizabeth Drive. The International Shooting Centre is not far away. The turn-off to the International Shooting Centre is only a few minutes' journey along Elizabeth Drive. The turn-off itself is on the left, halfway down a steep hill. Turn left into the venue access road. Turn left again into the entrance. Drive to the set-down and pick-up point. After the set-down, drive back to the main entrance. Turn right onto Elizabeth Drive. You're now heading back to Liverpool Railway Station. Travel east along Elizabeth Drive until you come to the Elizabeth Drive Walgrove Road roundabout. As a point of interest, other Olympic routes may exit left at this point. Travel straight through the roundabout and take the signs to Liverpool. Drive through the roundabout at the entrance to the housing estate and keep travelling along Elizabeth Drive. You're going to stay on Elizabeth Drive for the next 9 kilometres and drive through 9 sets of lights. The first intersection is Cow Pasture Road. This is where the Liverpool shuttle coming from the mountain bike course and the equestrian centre joins Elizabeth Drive. Shortly after Maxwell's Avenue, you'll cross Cabramatta Creek. Move into the right-hand lane and prepare for a right-hand turn at the next lights into Flowerdale Road. Turn right into Flowerdale Road. Drive straight on until you come to Moore Street. The Liverpool General Cemetery will be on your left. Turn left into Moore Street and drive straight on. The drop-off for the park and ride is on Moore Street near Collymore Avenue. After the drop-off, continue straight on along Moore Street. Cross the Hume Highway via the bus-only lane and continue along Moore Street. Cross 6 intersections on your journey down Moore Street after the Hume Highway. The final intersection is Big Street. The set-down point is just over the crossing. The shuttle route from Liverpool to the Sydney International Equestrian Centre and the mountain bike course is identical up to the intersection of Elizabeth Drive and Cow Pasture Road. After the lights at Wilson Road, prepare for a right-hand turn at the next traffic lights into Cow Pasture Road. Turn right into Cow Pasture Road and drive straight on. You're now approaching a major roundabout. You'll notice a sign for Horsley Park and Eastern Creek. Follow the sign to Horsley Park. You're now on the Horsley Drive. Continue past a blue sign which indicates the direction down Ferrers Road to the Eastern Creek Raceway. At the top of the hill is the Ferrers Road intersection with traffic lights. This is where you turn right to go to the Park and Ride at Eastern Creek Raceway. However, you're going to the Equestrian Centre and mountain bike course. Continue straight on through the intersection. As you travel down the hill, you'll notice a golf driving range on your right. 1 kilometre further on, you'll come to the Horsley Drive, Walgrove Road roundabout. The signs are for Badgerys Creek, Wallacia, Horsley Park and Rooty Hill. Prepare to make a left-hand turn at this major roundabout into Walgrove Road, heading for Badgerys Creek and Wallacia. Turn left at the roundabout and travel straight on. You'll notice a blue sign on the right just before the Equestrian Centre to Badgerys Creek, Liverpool and the Western Sydney Regional Park. At the crest of the hill, you'll notice the main entrance to the Equestrian Centre. This entrance is used by Olympic family cars and buses. Drive past this entrance because the venue access road for spectators, workforce and sponsors going to the Equestrian Centre and the mountain bike course is the next road on your left. Prepare to turn left. Drive to the set-down pickup points as directed. Then drive straight onto Cow Pasture Road. Turn right onto Cow Pasture Road. Drive straight along Cow Pasture Road to the Elizabeth Drive intersection. Turn left onto Elizabeth Drive. Once on Elizabeth Drive, the journey back to the set-down point at Liverpool Railway Station is identical to the International Shooting Centre shuttle. To recap both journeys, the pick-up and set-down point is in Moore Street, opposite the bus interchange. Travel across Big Street, along Moore Street to the Hume Highway, which is also known as Copeland Street. Turn right onto the Hume Highway and left at the next lights onto Elizabeth Drive. There's a pick-up at the Park and Ride at Collymore Park, after the route during games time. Prepare to turn left at the small roundabout onto Corrine Avenue. Travel a short distance to the intersection of Corrine Avenue and Castlereagh Road. Turn right at the lights onto Castlereagh Road. The journey north along Castlereagh Road is about 1.5 kilometres. After this distance, you'll see a sign to the Regatta Centre on your left. Prepare to turn left. You'll then come to a major roundabout. It's at this roundabout that the primary route from Sydney Olympic Park joins your route. At the roundabout, Castlereagh Road bears around to the left. Turn left at the roundabout and follow the signs to the Regatta Centre. The Sydney International Regatta Centre is now on your right-hand side. Enter the venue via the second venue access road on your right. Follow the signs to the designated set-down and pick-up point. Leave the regatta centre via the first access road. Turn left onto Castlereagh Road. You're now going to return to Penrith Railway Station. Travel back to the major roundabout at Cranebrook Road. As you approach the roundabout, prepare to turn right to continue along Castlereagh Road. Make a right-hand turn around the roundabout and drive south along Castlereagh Road towards Penrith Railway Station. Continue along Castlereagh Road to Corrine Avenue. Turn left at the petrol stations into Corrine Avenue. Travel a short distance to the small roundabout. Prepare to turn right around the small roundabout into the station car park road. Drive through the car park to the designated set-down pick-up point at the railway station. The journey from Penrith Railway Station to the Whitewater Stadium is identical up to the major roundabout on Cranebrook Road. At the roundabout, travel straight through to Cranebrook Road. This is an example of the signs you'll see on the route during games time. Follow the signs for the Whitewater Stadium. Drive straight on along Cranebrook Road. It's only a matter of a few hundred metres before you'll be turning left into McCarthy's Lane, so be ready for the turn. After turning into McCarthy's Lane, travel a short distance to the venue entrance and turn left into the Whitewater Stadium. Drive along the venue access loop road to the set-down pick-up point and then make the return journey to the entrance. At the entrance, turn right onto McCarthy's Lane. Drive to the T-junction of McCarthy's Lane and Cranebrook Road and turn right again. Drive the short distance down Cranebrook Road. Drive through the roundabout into Castlereagh Road. The journey back to the Penrith Railway Station is now identical to the Regatta Centre shuttle. To recap the journey, drive out of the Penrith Station car park and turn left onto Corrine Avenue. Turn right at the lights onto Castlereagh Road. Turn left at the major roundabout and drive to the second entrance gate for the Regatta Centre. Exit is through the first gate. Turn left onto Castlereagh Road and travel back to the roundabout. Turn right at the roundabout and travel down Castlereagh Road to Corrine Avenue. Turn left at Corrine Avenue, drive to the small roundabout and turn right into the station car park road. The journey to the Whitewater Stadium is the same up to the major roundabout at Cranebrook Road. This time, drive through the roundabout onto Cranebrook Road. The venue access road for the Whitewater Stadium is on the left from McCarthy's Lane. Exit the Whitewater Stadium onto McCarthy's Lane. Make a right-hand turn into Cranebrook Road. travel through the roundabout and continue down Castlereagh Road to Careen Avenue. Turn left into Careen Avenue and right into the station car park access road. Drive to the set down and pick up point at the railway station. The softball shuttle will take Olympic spectators from Doonside Railway Station to the Bankstown Olympic Centre. The route begins in School Parade outside the railway station. Travel in a clockwise direction along School Parade and follow it around to the right. The Doonside Primary School is on your right. This is an example of the signs you'll see on the route during games time. Make a right-hand turn into Kildare Road. Drive to the T-junction at Doonside Road and turn left into Doonside Road. Drive to the T-junction at the end of Doonside Road. On the left-hand side of the intersection is the Mountain View Adventist College. Turn right into Eastern Road. Follow Eastern Road until you approach a roundabout. Eastern Road bears left before the roundabout. Bear left. You'll see a sign for Rooty Hill and Mount Druitt. You're still on Eastern Road. On your right are playing fields and the softball and baseball venues. The set-down and pick-up points are on Eastern Road. Prepare to make a U-turn at the traffic lights and drive to the set-down point. After the set-down and pick-up, continue along Eastern Road, heading toward Doonside. You're now approaching the major roundabout again. As you approach the roundabout, move into the right-hand lane because you're going to turn right around the roundabout and continue along Eastern Road. Once you're through the roundabout, travel straight on until you see a sign on your left for Doonside Road and the Featherdale Wildlife Park. Turn left into Doonside Road and drive to the railway station. The set-down point is just outside the railway station as you turn the corner into School Parade. To recap, the pick-up and set-down point is outside the Doonside railway station on School Parade. Drive along School Parade, bearing right around the school to Kildare Road. Turn right onto Kildare Road and then left into Doonside Road. At the T-junction of Doonside and Eastern Road, turn right. Travel straight on to the roundabout. Stay on Eastern Road, but bear left before the roundabout. The pick-up and set-down point is on Eastern Road. For the return journey, drive along Eastern Road to the major roundabout. Turn right around the roundabout and continue along Eastern Road. Turn left at Doonside Road. Travel straight on to the set-down point outside the railway station. The Velodrome Cycling Shuttle. This shuttle will take Olympic spectators from Bankstown Railway Station to the Dunk Grey Velodrome at Bankstown and return. The route begins in South Terrace at the bus interchange outside the Bankstown Railway Station. From the pickup, travel along South Terrace. Prepare to make a right-hand turn at the first street on your right, which is West Terrace. Turn right into West Terrace. This is an example of the signs you'll see on the route at games time. Drive along West Terrace to the T-junction. Prepare to turn right into Raymond Street. Turn right into Raymond Street. Drive the short distance to the next T-junction at Restwell Street. Turn right into Restwell Street. Immediately turn left into Greenfield Parade. Continue straight on past the shops on Greenfield Parade. Drive through the lights at Mona Street and continue on. Cross over the next set of lights at Chapel Road South. Greenfield Parade becomes Olympic Parade. Continue straight on. Follow Olympic Parade around to the next intersection. At this intersection, you're going to veer left and continue down Marion Street. Veer left at the intersection and continue straight on. You're going to drive straight along Marion Street for the next 2 kilometres until you come to Edgar Street. After the William Street intersection, prepare for a right-hand turn at the next set of lights into Edgar Street. Turn right into Edgar Street. Drive straight on. Drive through a small roundabout and continue straight on. Prepare to turn left at the next set of lights at the Hume Highway. Turn left onto the Hume Highway. Continue straight on. As a point of interest, Olympic family cars and buses travelling from Homebush Bay to the Dunk Grey Velodrome also use this road. You're going to stay on the Hume Highway for the next 1.5 kilometres. After the lights at Hector Street, prepare to turn left at the next lights into Johnston Road. Turn left into Johnston Road. Stay on Johnston Road as it bears around to the right. You may notice Olympic family cars and buses turn left here. As you approach the small roundabout in Johnston Road, prepare for a left-hand turn into Rex Road. Turn left into Rex Road. At the second intersection on your left, Rex Road turns sharply to the left. Turn left and stay on Rex Road. Turn left once again at the first street on your left into McLean Street. You'll see the velodrome in front of you. Drive straight on to the venue access road. Drive to the set-down and pick-up point. After the drop-off, drive back to Rex Road via the Venue Access Road and McLean Street. Turn right into Rex Road. Follow Rex Road around to the right until you get to Johnston Street. Turn right at the roundabout into Johnston Street and follow it around to the Hume Highway. As you approach the lights of the Hume Highway, prepare for a right-hand turn. Turn right onto the Hume Highway and head east towards Sydney. Continue straight on. Drive through 2 sets of traffic lights on the Hume Highway. After the lights at Hood Street, prepare to make a right-hand turn at the next lights at Edgar Street. As a point of interest, the Olympic primary route continues straight along the Hume Highway. Drive through the small roundabout and continue straight on. As you approach the traffic lights at Marion Street, prepare to make a left-hand turn. Turn left into Marion Street. Continue straight on. Drive through 2 sets of lights on Marion Street. After the Oxford Avenue lights, prepare to veer right at the next set of lights into Olympic Parade. To your left, you'll notice a railway bridge. Veer right at the lights into Olympic Parade and continue straight on. At the next set of lights, continue into Greenfield Parade. Cross over the lights at Mona Street and continue straight on. Prepare for a left-hand turn at the T-junction up ahead into Restwell Street. After the turn, drive the short distance to South Terrace and turn right. The set-down and pick-up point is in South Terrace at the bus interchange. To recap the journey, the pick-up is in South Terrace outside the Bankstown railway station. Travel via South Terrace, West Terrace, Raymond Street and Restwell Street to Greenfield Parade. Turn left into Greenfield Parade and continue straight on past the shops. Veer right into Olympic Parade and continue on to the lights at Greenwood Avenue. Drive straight on over the lights into Marion Street. Continue driving straight on Marion Street for 1.5 kilometres until you come to Edgar Street. Turn right into Edgar Street and travel straight along it to the Hume Highway. Turn left onto the Hume Highway and travel west to Johnston Street. Turn left into Johnston Street. Follow Johnston Street around to Rex Road. Turn left into Rex Road and drive to the Venue Access Road via Rex Road and McLean Street. After the drop-off, return to the Hume Highway via McLean Street, Rex Road and Johnston Street. Turn right from Johnston Street onto the Hume Highway and travel east to Edgar Street. Turn right into Edgar Street and continue straight on to Marion Street. Turn left into Marion Street and drive straight on to the intersection at Olympic Parade. Return to the set-down and pick-up point in South Terrace, Bankstown via Olympic Parade, Greenfield Parade and Restwell Street. The water polo shuttle will take Olympic spectators from West Ryde Railway Station to the Ryde Aquatic Leisure Centre and return. The shuttle service begins outside the West Ryde Railway Station in Rydale Road. Drive along Rydale Road. Prepare for a right-hand turn at the 2nd Street on your right into Wattle Street. Turn right into Wattle Street. Drive through the roundabout at Anzac Avenue. After the roundabout, drive through 3 sets of lights. Soon after the Blaxland Road lights, you'll once again approach the major intersection of Victoria Road and Church Street. Drive straight on through the intersection. You may notice Olympic family cars and buses turning left to access Sydney Olympic Park. Drive through the intersection at Bowden Street. After this intersection, prepare for a right-hand turn at the next set of lights into Hermitage Road. Turn right into Hermitage Road. Continue straight on. Prepare for a left-hand turn at the 1st Street on your left into Herbert Street. Turn left into Herbert Street. Prepare for a left-hand turn at the next intersection into Anzac Avenue. Turn left into Anzac Avenue. Continue straight along Anzac Avenue to Rydale Road. Turn right into Rydale Road and drive to the set-down and pick-up point outside the West Ryde Railway Station. To recap the journey, leave the pick-up and set-down point outside West Ryde Railway Station. Drive along Rydale Road to Wattle Street and turn right. Drive to Victoria Road via Wattle Street and Hermitage Road. Turn left onto Victoria Road and continue straight on. Cross the major intersection at Victoria Road with Devlin Street to the left and Church Street to the right. Continue straight on. After the lights at Cressy Road, prepare for a left-hand turn into Frank Street. Drive via Frank Street, College Street and Monash Road back to Victoria Road. Turn right onto Victoria Road and then left into Margaret Street and drive to the set-down point. Turn left into Potts Road and return to Victoria Road via Tennyson Road. Turn left onto Victoria Road. Continue driving west along Victoria Road. Cross the major intersection with Church Street to the left and Devlin Street to the right. Continue straight on to Hermitage Road. Turn right into Hermitage Road. Drive to the set-down and pick-up point via Hermitage Road, Herbert Street, Anzac Avenue and Rydale Road. The accessible water polo shuttle. The accessible water polo shuttle will take Olympic spectators from Epping Railway Station to the Ryde Aquatic Leisure Centre via West Ryde Railway Station and return. The shuttle service begins outside the Epping Railway Station in Langston Place. Leave the pick-up and set-down point and drive straight on into Pembroke Street. As you approach the roundabout at Essex Street, prepare for a right-hand turn around the roundabout. Turn right around the roundabout into Essex Street and continue straight on. Cross the intersection at Epping Road and continue straight on. Prepare to turn right at the 2nd Street on your right, which is Brigg Road. Turn right into Brigg Road. Continue travelling along Brigg Road. Prepare for a left-hand turn up ahead at the T-junction into Blaxland Road. Turn left into Blaxland Road and continue straight on. You're going to stay on Blaxland Road for the next 2 kilometres and pass through 4 sets of traffic lights. After the Lovell Road intersection, prepare for a right-hand turn at the next set of lights into Terry Road. Look for the modern church on the corner. Turn right into Terry Road and continue straight on. At the intersection of Terry Road and Commissioners Road, Terry Road turns sharply to the right. Turn right and stay on Terry Road. Continue travelling straight along Terry Road. As you approach the T-junction at Rydale Road, prepare for a left-hand turn. Turn left into Rydale Road. Continue straight on. Prepare for another left-hand turn at the first street on your left, Wattle Street. Turn left into Wattle Street. Drive straight on and prepare to make a right-hand turn at the roundabout into Anzac Avenue. Turn right into Anzac Avenue and continue straight on. Prepare to make a right-hand turn at the T-junction up ahead into Rydale Road. Turn right into Rydale Road. Follow the road around to the set-down and pick-up point at the West Ryde railway station. From this point, the journey to the Ryde Aquatic Leisure Centre and the return journey to West Ryde railway station is identical to the water polo shuttle. To return to Epping railway station, leave the pick-up and set-down point on Rydale Road and travel straight on past the shops. Prepare for a right-hand turn at the 3rd Street on the right into Terry Road. Turn right into Terry Road. Continue straight on. Terry Road travels uphill and winds around to the left before reaching a set of lights at Blaxland Road. Prepare to turn left at the lights into Blaxland Road. Turn left. Continue straight on along Blaxland Road. You're going to be staying on this road for just over 2 kilometres. In that time, you'll pass through 3 major intersections before reaching Epping railway station. After crossing the lights at Epping Road, the road becomes Langston Place. You'll notice Epping railway station on your left. Drive to the designated set-down and pick-up point. To recap, the accessible water polo shuttle starts at Epping railway station. Drive to Blaxland Road via Langston Place, Pembroke Street, Essex Street and Brigg Road. Turn left from Brigg Road into Blaxland Road and continue straight on for approximately 2 kilometres. Turn right into Terry Road and continue straight on. Terry Road turns sharply to the right and travels downhill to Rydale Road. Turn left into Rydale Road. Travel to the set-down and pick-up point at the West Ryde railway station via Rydale Road, Wattle Street, Anzac Avenue and Rydale Road once again. The return route to the Ryde Aquatic Leisure Centre and back to the West Ryde Railway Station is identical to the water polo shuttle route. The return trip to Epping Railway Station is via Rydale Road, Terry Road, Blaxland Road and Langston Place to the set down and pick up point outside the Epping Railway Station. The Eastern Creek Western Venues shuttle will take Olympic spectators and workforce from the Park and Ride site at Eastern Creek Raceway to the Sydney International Equestrian Centre at Horsley Park, the mountain bike course at Fairfield City Farm and the Sydney International Shooting Centre Liverpool located at Cecil Park. First, the journey to the Equestrian Centre and the mountain bike course. The pick-up and set-down point is on Brabham Road at Eastern Creek Raceway. Turn right from Brabham Road into Ferrers Road. Follow this road for 5 kilometres around the raceway to the lights at the intersection of Ferrers Road and the Horsley Drive. Turn right into the Horsley Drive and continue straight on. This is an example of the signs you'll see on the route at games time. As you travel along the Horsley Drive, you'll notice a golf driving range on your right. 1 kilometre further on, you'll come to the Horsley Drive Walgrove Road roundabout. The signs are for Badgerys Creek, Wallacia, Horsley Park and Rooty Hill. Prepare to make a left-hand turn at the roundabout. Follow the sign for Badgerys Creek and Wallacia. Turn left into Walgrove Road. Continue straight on to the Equestrian Centre and the mountain bike course set down and pick-up points. This is also the direction you'll take for the International Shooting Centre. As you drive up the hill towards the Equestrian Centre, you'll notice a sign on the right to Badgerys Creek, Liverpool and the Western Sydney Regional Park. At the crest of the hill, you'll notice the main entrance to the Equestrian Centre. This entrance is used by Olympic family cars and buses. Drive past this entrance because the venue access road for spectators, workforce and sponsors going to the Equestrian Centre and the mountain bike course is the next road on your left. Prepare to turn left. Drive to the set-down pick-up points as directed. Then drive straight on to Cowpasture Road. Turn left onto Cowpasture Road. Continue straight on until you come to the Horsley Drive roundabout. You'll notice a sign for Horsley Park and Eastern Creek. Follow the sign to Horsley Park. You're now on the Horsley Drive. Continue past a blue sign which indicates the direction down Ferrers Road to the Eastern Creek Raceway. Prepare to turn right at the lights at the top of the hill into Ferrers Road. Turn right into Ferrers Road and drive the 5 kilometres back to the set-down and pick-up point at Brabham Road. The shuttle route from the Park and Ride site at Eastern Creek Raceway to the Sydney International Shooting Centre Liverpool, located at Cecil Park, is identical up to the Equestrian Centre. Drive past the Equestrian Centre on your left and continue straight along Walgrove Road. You're now approaching a major roundabout at the intersection of Walgrove Road and Elizabeth Drive. Prepare to make a right-hand turn around the roundabout. Turn right into Elizabeth Drive. Follow the signs to Wallacia and Badgerys Creek. The turn-off to the shooting centre is only a few minutes' journey along Elizabeth Drive. The turn-off itself is on the left, halfway down a steep hill. Turn left again into the entrance. Drive to the set down and pick-up point. Then drive back to the main entrance and onto Elizabeth Drive. Turn right. You're now going to head back to the Eastern Creek Raceway Park and Ride. Travel east along Elizabeth Drive until you come to a major roundabout. You'll notice a sign for Rooty Hill and Richmond. Turn left onto Walgrove Road and head for Rooty Hill and Richmond. You'll also see a sign for Wonderland Sydney. You're now heading north. Drive past the Equestrian Centre on your right. You're now approaching the major roundabout at the intersection of Walgrove Road and the Horsley Drive. Prepare to make a right-hand turn around the roundabout into the Horsley Drive. Turn right around the roundabout and continue straight on. Follow the sign for Fairfield. On your left, as you travel along the Horsley Drive, you'll notice a golf driving range. After the golf driving range, prepare for a left-hand turn at the next set of lights into Ferrers Road. Turn left into Ferrers Road. From this point on, the journey back to the set-down and pick-up point on Brabham Road is identical to the return journey from the Equestrian Centre and the mountain bike course. To recap, leave the pick-up and set-down point on Brabham Road and travel via Ferrers Road to the Horsley Drive. Turn right onto the Horsley Drive and drive to the Horsley Drive Walgrove Road major roundabout. Turn left at the roundabout onto Walgrove Road and continue straight on. Drive past the main entrance to the Equestrian Centre. Keep travelling south until you come to the Venue Access Road. Turn left into the Venue Access Road. After making the drop-off and pick-up for both venues, drive on to Cowpasture Road. Turn left onto Cowpasture Road and continue straight on to the major roundabout at the Horsley Drive. Follow the signs to the Horsley Drive and Horsley Park. At the intersection of the Horsley Drive and Ferrers Road, turn right and return via Ferrers Road to the set-down point on Brabham Road at the Eastern Creek Raceway Park and Ride. The journey to the International Shooting Centre Liverpool, located at Cecil Park, is identical up to the Equestrian Centre. Continue past the Equestrian Centre to the major roundabout at Elizabeth Drive and Walgrove Road. Turn right at the roundabout and travel a few minutes along Elizabeth Drive to the International Shooting Centre. It's a left-hand turn halfway down the hill to the Venue Access Road. After the drop-off, return to Elizabeth Drive, turn right and once again drive to the major roundabout at Elizabeth Drive and Walgrove Road. Turn left and travel along Walgrove Road past the Equestrian Centre to the Walgrove Road and the Horsley Drive roundabout. Turn right at the roundabout. Continue along the Horsley Drive to the lights at Ferrers Road. Turn left into Ferrers Road and drive to the set-down and pick-up point on Brabham Road at the Eastern Creek Raceway Park and Ride. The Wonderland Sydney Western Venues shuttle will take Olympic spectators and workforce from Wonderland Sydney Park and Ride to the Sydney International Equestrian Centre at Horsley Park, the mountain bike course at Fairfield City Farm and the Sydney International Shooting Centre Liverpool, located at Cecil Park. A shuttle for accredited media will also run from this location. First, the journey to the Equestrian Centre and the mountain bike course. The shuttle begins in the car park at Wonderland Sydney. Exit the car park and turn right onto Walgrove Road. This is an example of the signs you'll see on the route at games time. As a point of interest, a number of other Olympic routes also use this road. Continue straight on. Look out for your first major landmark on your left, which is the entrance to the Eastern Creek Waste Management Centre. Then a brick display centre. You're now in the city of Fairfield. You're now approaching a major roundabout. The signs are for Fairfield, Badgerys Creek and Horsley Park. At the Horsley Drive, Walgrove Road roundabout, continue straight on to the Equestrian Centre and the mountain bike course set down and pick-up points. This is also the direction you'll take for the International Shooting Centre. As you pass through the roundabout, you'll notice a sign on your left to the Western Sydney Regional Park and the Equestrian Centre. Drive straight on. There's a blue sign on the right just before the Equestrian Centre to Badgerys Creek, Liverpool and the Western Sydney Regional Park. At the crest of the hill, you'll notice the main entrance to the Equestrian Centre. This entrance is used by Olympic family cars and buses, including accredited media. Drive past this entrance because the venue access road for spectators, workforce and sponsors going to the Equestrian Centre and the mountain bike course is the next road on your left. Prepare to turn left. Drive to the set-down pick-up points as directed. Then drive straight on to Cow Pasture Road. Turn left onto Cow Pasture Road. Continue straight on until you come to the Horsley Drive roundabout. You'll notice a sign for Horsley Park and Eastern Creek. Follow the sign to Horsley Park. You're now on the Horsley Drive. Continue past a blue sign which indicates the direction down Ferrers Road to the Eastern Creek Raceway. At the top of the hill is the Ferrers Road intersection with traffic lights. This is where you'd turn right to go to the park and ride at Eastern Creek Raceway. However, you're returning to Wonderland Sydney. Continue straight on through the intersection. As you travel down the hill, you'll notice a golf driving range on your right. 1 kilometre further on, you'll come to the Horsley Drive Walgrove Road roundabout. The signs are for Badgerys Creek, Wallacia, Horsley Park and Rooty Hill. Prepare to make a right-hand turn around this major roundabout into Walgrove Road heading for Rooty Hill. You'll also notice a sign for Wonderland Sydney. Continue travelling along Walgrove Road to Wonderland Sydney. Prepare to make a left-hand turn at the traffic lights into the car park. Turn left and drive to the designated set-down point. The shuttle route from Wonderland Sydney Park and Ride to the Sydney International Shooting Centre Liverpool, located at Cecil Park, is identical up to the Equestrian Centre. Drive past the Equestrian Centre on your left and continue straight along Walgrove Road. You're now approaching a major roundabout at the intersection of Walgrove Road and Elizabeth Drive. Prepare to make a right-hand turn around the roundabout. Turn right into Elizabeth Drive. Follow the signs to Wallacia and Badgerys Creek. The turn-off to the shooting centre is only a few minutes' journey along Elizabeth Drive. The turn-off itself is on the left, halfway down a steep hill. Turn left again into the entrance. drive to the set-down and pick-up point, then drive back to the main entrance and onto Elizabeth Drive. Turn right. You're now going to head back to Wonderland Sydney. Travel east along Elizabeth Drive until you come to a major roundabout. You'll notice a sign for Rooty Hill and Richmond. Turn left onto Walgrove Road and head for Rooty Hill and Richmond. You'll also see a sign for Wonderland Sydney. You're now heading north. Drive past the Equestrian Centre on your right. You'll then reach the major roundabout at the Horsley Drive-Walgrove Road intersection. Travel straight through the Horsley Drive-Walgrove Road roundabout towards Wonderland Sydney. From this point on, the journey back to Wonderland Sydney is identical to the previous journey. To recap, leave Wonderland Sydney Park and Ride and turn right onto Walgrove Road. Continue straight on Walgrove Road to the Horsley Drive and Walgrove Road roundabout. Go through the roundabout and up the hill to the Equestrian Centre. Drive past the main entrance and keep travelling south until you come to the Venue Access Road. Turn left into the Venue Access Road. After making the drop-off and pick-up for both venues, drive onto Cowpasture Road. Turn left onto Cowpasture Road and continue straight on to the major roundabout at the Horsley Drive. Follow the signs to the Horsley Drive and Horsley Park. At the Horsley Drive Walgrove Road major roundabout, turn right onto Walgrove Road and continue straight on to the Wonderland Sydney Park and Ride. The journey from Wonderland Sydney to the International Shooting Centre Liverpool, located at Cecil Park, is identical up to the Equestrian Centre. Continue past the Equestrian Centre to the major roundabout at the Elizabeth Drive Walgrove Road intersection. Turn right around the roundabout and travel a few minutes along Elizabeth Drive to the International Shooting Centre. It's a left-hand turn halfway down the hill to the Venue Access Road. After the drop-off, return to Elizabeth Drive, turn right and once again drive to the major roundabout at Elizabeth Drive and Walgrove Road. Turn left and travel along Walgrove Road past the Equestrian Centre to the Walgrove Road and the Horsley Drive roundabout. Travel straight through the roundabout, following the signs to Wonderland Sydney. The Airport to Media Village service. This service will take accredited media from Sydney's Kingsford Smith Airport to the Media Village at Lidcombe. To drive to the Media Village from the International Terminal, leave the airport and veer left following the signs to Rockdale and Wollongong. Cross over the Cooks River. If you're coming from the domestic terminals, turn left at the intersection of Sir Reginald Ansett Drive and Qantas Drive and follow Qantas Drive and Airport Drive around to the International Terminal, then cross the Cooks River. In front of you is a high-rise airport hotel. This is an example of the signs you'll see on the route during games time. Once over the river, the road becomes Marsh Street. Continue straight on. The Cogra Golf Club will be on your left. Prepare for a left-hand turn at the end of Marsh Street into West Botany Street. In fact, your next two turns happen very quickly, so be prepared for them. Turn left into West Botany Street. And immediately turn right into Wickham Street at the next set of lights. Follow the signs for Rockdale and Hurstville. Travel straight along Wickham Street towards the intersection at the Princes Highway. Cross over the Princes Highway. Wickham Street now becomes Forest Road. Continue straight on. After a while, Forest Road bears around to the left and passes under a pedestrian footbridge. Follow the signs for Hurstville and Beverly Hills. Drive straight through a major intersection. Prepare to make a right-hand turn at the next set of lights onto Stony Creek Road. Turn right onto Stony Creek Road. You'll notice a sign for Stony Creek Road, Beverly Hills and Menai. As you drive down Stony Creek Road, you'll pass Bexley Park on your left. A little further on, you'll notice the Bexley Park Golf Club also on your left. Continue driving along Stony Creek Road to a major intersection. Before the intersection, you'll see a sign to the M5 motorway, Liverpool and Campbelltown. After the sign for the M5 motorway, prepare for a right-hand turn onto King George's Road. Turn right onto King George's Road and head north towards Sydney Olympic Park and Homebush Bay. You're now in the suburb of Beverly Hills. At night, the King George's Road intersection looks like this. You'll be travelling on King George's Road for the next 7 kilometres. In this time, the road will change names 3 times, from King George's Road to Wiley Avenue to Roberts Road. Continue driving straight on. It's interesting to note that other Olympic routes also use this road. Soon after the Juno Parade intersection, Roberts Road becomes elevated as it crosses the Hume Highway. It then becomes Centenary Drive. Continue straight on. Cross the intersection at Waroona Road. You'll notice Rookwood Cemetery on your left and a golf course on your right. Prepare for a left-hand turn into Arthur Street at the next lights. Turn left into Arthur Street. At the next lights, continue straight on. Arthur Street becomes Railway Street. Lidcombe Railway Station is on your right. Prepare for a left-hand turn into Joseph Street. Continue straight along Joseph Street. Prepare to veer right and turn left at the next lights onto Joseph Street. Turn left. Joseph Street has now become a major road. Cross the lights at Georges Avenue. On your left, you'll notice the Media Village. The set down is on Joseph Street, adjacent to the Media Village. To recap the journey, leave the airport via the Cooks River Bridge. Travel along Marsh Street, turn left into West Botany Street and hard right into Wickham Street. Cross the Princes Highway and continue straight on Forest Road. Turn right from Forest Road onto Stony Creek Road. Continue down Stony Creek Road until you come to the major intersection at King George's Road. Turn right onto King George's Road and continue straight on travelling north. King George's Road becomes Wiley Avenue, Roberts Road and Centenary Drive at the Hume Highway flyover. Turn left from Centenary Drive into Arthur Street and travel to the Media Village via Arthur Street, Railway Street and Joseph Street. The Media Village to the airport service. This service will take accredited media from the Media Village at Lidcombe to Sydney's Kingsford Smith Airport. Leave the Media Village and turn left onto Joseph Street. This is an example of the signs you'll see on the route during games time. Cross the intersection at Waroona Road and pass under the railway bridge. You'll notice a sign that says Joseph Street to Rookwood Road, Bankstown and Menai. Continue straight on. As a point of interest, a number of other Olympic routes also use this road. Keep driving along Joseph Street, which becomes Rookwood Road. Prepare for a left-hand turn at the next lights into Muir Road. Turn left into Muir Road and continue straight on. Drive through a small roundabout. You'll notice the Chullora Waste Management Centre on your right. Keep driving straight on. As you approach the T-junction at the Hume Highway, prepare for a left-hand turn. Turn left onto the Hume Highway. Drive straight on. You're going to stay on the Hume Highway for the next 2 kilometres and pass through 3 sets of lights before turning right onto the Roberts Road on-ramp. After the Waterloo Road intersection, prepare to turn right at the next lights onto the Roberts Road on-ramp. You'll notice the Roberts Road flyover in front of you. Turn right at the lights and drive to Roberts Road via the on-ramp. Continue driving straight on along Roberts Road. The next intersection you'll cross is Juno Parade. Continue straight on. You'll remain on this road for another 7 kilometres. The road changes name several times, from Roberts Road to Wiley Avenue to King George's Road. As a point of interest, other Olympic routes also use this road. You're now entering the suburb of Beverly Hills. Drive over the railway line. As you drive past the shops, prepare for a left-hand turn at the next major intersection. You're about to leave King George's Road and head east towards the airport on Stony Creek Road. Turn left onto Stony Creek Road and drive under the pedestrian footbridge. Continue straight on. At night, the Stony Creek Road intersection looks like this. Travel straight along Stony Creek Road for approximately 4 kilometres until you come to Forest Road. You'll notice the Bexley Golf Club on your right. Continue straight on. Pass Bexley Park on your right. After the park, prepare for a left-hand turn at the T-junction at Forest Road. You're going to turn left at the T-junction and follow the signs for the airport, Rockdale and Arncliffe. At night, the T-junction looks like this. Drive past the shops and follow the signs for the intersection at Bexley Road for Arncliffe, Sydney and the airport. Continue down Forest Road. Pass under the pedestrian footbridge outside the Bexley Public School. Forest Road now bears around to the right and divides. You need to stay on Forest Road. You're now in the suburb of Arncliffe. Cross over the railway line and drive on towards the intersection at the Princes Highway. You need to cross over this intersection and follow the signs to the airport. Once over the Princes Highway, Forest Road becomes Wickham Street. Your next two turnings happen very quickly, so be prepared for them. Turn left from Wickham Street into West Botany Street and follow the signs for the airport. Immediately prepare to follow the road when it turns right into Marsh Street. Turn right and travel straight along Marsh Street. You'll notice a large hotel on your left and the Cogra Golf Club on your right. Travel straight on and follow the signs to the airport which is in front of you. Cross the Cooks River and drive to either the international or the domestic terminals. If you're going to the international terminal, veer right. If you're going to the domestic terminals, veer left once you've crossed the Cooks River and follow the signs to the domestic terminals via Airport Drive, Qantas Drive and Sir Reginald Ansett Drive. To recap the journey, leave the media village and turn left onto Joseph Street. Drive under the railway bridge and continue straight on. Joseph Street becomes Rookwood Road. Turn left into Muir Road and continue straight on to the Hume Highway. Turn left onto the Hume Highway and drive straight on to the Roberts Road on-ramp. Turn right onto the Roberts Road on-ramp and continue straight along Roberts Road. This road changes its name from Roberts Road to Wiley Avenue to King George's Road. Turn left at the Stony Creek Road major intersection in the suburb of Beverly Hills. Drive along Stony Creek Road to Forest Road. Turn left onto Forest Road and continue along Forest Road through a major intersection at the Princes Highway. Travel the short distance down Wickham Street. Turn left into West Botany Street, turn right into Marsh Street. Continue straight on, over the Cooks River to either the International Terminal, or bear left and follow Airport Drive, Qantas Drive and Sir Reginald Ansett Drive to the domestic terminals. The Lidcombe Station to Media Village Shuttle. This shuttle service will operate between Lidcombe Railway Station and the Media Village. The pickup at Lidcombe is on the eastern side of Joseph Street, between Railway Street and Taylor Street. After the pickup, continue straight on along Joseph Street. This is an example of the signs you'll see on the route during games time. Continue on over the lights at Vaughan Street. Drive through the small roundabout at James Street and continue straight on. Prepare for a left-hand turn at the next lights. Follow Joseph Street as it bears around to the right and then turn left at the lights. You're still travelling along Joseph Street, which has now become a major road. Continue straight on. Travel through the lights at Georges Avenue. You'll notice Carnarvon Golf Club on your right and the Media Village on your left. The set down is on Joseph Street adjacent to the Media Village. After the set down, continue along Joseph Street. Prepare for a left-hand turn at the next intersection into Waroona Road. Turn left into Waroona Road and continue straight on. Prepare for a sharp left-hand turn at the end of Waroona Road into East Street. Turn left into East Street and continue straight on. You'll notice the Rookwood Garden Cemetery on your right. Travel through the small roundabout at Georges Avenue and another at Victoria Street East. Continue straight on. Prepare for a left-hand turn at the next roundabout into Railway Street. You'll notice the railway line in front of you. Turn left into Railway Street and continue straight on. Stay on this side of the railway line. Cross the intersection at Mark Street. Lidcombe Railway Station is on your right. Prepare for a left-hand turn just after the railway station into Joseph Street. Drive to the pick-up and set-down point in Joseph Street. To recap the journey, the pick-up and set-down at Lidcombe is in Joseph Street. After the pick-up, continue along Joseph Street to the traffic lights. Turn left at the lights. Joseph Street is now a major road. Drive along Joseph Street to the pick-up and set-down point adjacent to the Media Village. After the set-down, continue along Joseph Street to Waroona Road. Turn left into Waroona Road. Continue along Waroona Road to East Street. Turn sharp left into East Street. Continue driving along East Street to Railway Street at Lidcombe. Turn left into Railway Street. Travel beside the railway line and turn left again into Joseph Street for the set down and pickup. The Olympic Village to Lidcombe Station Shuttle. This service will operate between the Olympic Village Transport Mall and Lidcombe Railway Station and return. On leaving the Olympic Village Transport Mall, turn right onto Hill Road and travel towards Parramatta Road. This is an example of the signs you'll see on the route during games time. Drive under the M4 motorway and travel straight ahead to Parramatta Road. Don't go onto the M4 motorway. Prepare for a right-hand turn onto Parramatta Road. Turn right onto Parramatta Road. As soon as you've turned into Parramatta Road, prepare for a left-hand turn at John Street, which is the first set of lights you come to. Turn left and follow the sign for Lidcombe. Keep travelling straight along John Street. You'll notice other Olympic vehicles turning off this road at Borea Street. Drive through the small roundabout at Yarram Street and continue straight on. Prepare for a right-hand turn at the traffic lights up ahead into Church Street, Lidcombe. You'll notice the Lidcombe Railway Station in front of you. Turn right into Church Street. The set down and pickup point is between John Street and Olympic Drive. Prepare for a left-hand turn at the traffic lights up ahead. Turn left at the lights onto Olympic Drive. Follow the sign for Lidcombe and Bankstown. Shortly after turning, you'll notice a motel on your left. Wyatt Park is on your right. Cross over the intersection at Church Street and drive under the railway bridges. Prepare for a right-hand turn at the next major intersection, which is Vaughan Street. You'll notice a McDonald's restaurant on the left. You'll also notice that other Olympic vehicles will continue straight on. Turn right into Vaughan Street and continue straight on. Drive under the railway bridge. Cross the lights at Woodburn Road and continue straight on. Prepare for a left-hand turn at the next lights into Park Road. Turn left into Park Road. Immediately prepare for a right-hand turn at the next lights into Wellington Road. Follow the sign for Guildford. Turn right into Wellington Road and continue straight on. Cross over the lights at Cumberland Road and continue straight on. Prepare for a left-hand turn at the next set of lights into Chisholm Road. You'll notice the Auburn Golf Links on your right. Turn left into Chisholm Road and continue straight on. Drive past 3 streets on your left. After the 3rd street, prepare for a left-hand turn into the bus depot entrance. For the return journey, exit the depot via Princes Road East and continue straight on. Prepare for a left-hand turn at the first set of lights into Park Road. Turn left into Park Road. Continue straight on. You're going to stay on Park Road for the next 1.5 kilometres and drive through 2 sets of traffic lights. After the Wellington Road lights, prepare for a right-hand turn at the next lights into Vaughan Street. Turn right into Vaughan Street, follow the sign for Lidcombe. Continue straight on. Cross the lights at Woodburn Road. And under the railway bridge once more. Prepare for a left-hand turn at the next lights onto Olympic Drive. You'll notice the McDonald's in front of you. Turn left onto Olympic Drive and continue straight on. Drive under the railway bridges. Cross the intersection at Church Street and continue straight on. Prepare for a right-hand turn at the lights into Berea Street. Turn right and drive along Berea Street. Follow the sign for Flemington. Drive through a small roundabout and continue straight on. Prepare for a left-hand turn at the end of Berea Street into John Street, still heading for Flemington. Keep driving down John Street. Prepare for a right-hand turn at the lights at the T-junction at Parramatta Road. Turn right onto Parramatta Road and straight away prepare for a left-hand turn into Hill Road at the next lights. Turn left into Hill Road. Drive under the M4 motorway and continue along Hill Road. From Hill Road, follow the signs to your destination at Sydney Olympic Park. To recap the journey, leave Sydney Olympic Park via Hill Road. Drive under the M4 motorway to Parramatta Road and turn right onto Parramatta Road. Turn left into John Street and drive to Berea Street. Turn right into Berea Street and continue straight on to Olympic Drive. Turn left onto Olympic Drive. Cross the intersection at Church Street and drive under 2 railway bridges. Turn right at the next set of lights into Vaughan Street. Continue along Vaughan Street to Park Road. Turn left into Park Road and an immediate right into Wellington Road. Continue along Wellington Road to Chisholm Road. Turn left into Chisholm Road and drive to the entrance to the Olympic Family Regents Park bus depot. Exit the depot via Princes Road East. Turn left into Park Road and continue along Park Road to Vaughan Street. Turn right into Vaughan Street and travel straight on to Olympic Drive. Turn left onto Olympic Drive. Drive under the railway bridges, cross Church Street and continue straight on to Berea Street. Turn right into Berea Street. Continue along Berea Street to John Street and turn left. Continue down John Street to Parramatta Road. Turn right onto Parramatta Road and left into Hill Road and Sydney Olympic Park. The Rosehill Racecourse Shuttle. This shuttle service will operate from the Park and Ride at Rosehill Racecourse to the Northern Bus Terminal at Sydney Olympic Park. Leave the Park and Ride at Rosehill Racecourse and turn left into Grand Avenue. This is an example of the signs you'll see on the route at games time. Drive over the railway bridge. Prepare for a left-hand turn at the traffic lights up ahead onto James Roos Drive. Follow the sign to Granville and Sydney. Turn left onto James Roos Drive. Continue straight on. Drive under the pedestrian footbridge. Drive through the lights at Prospect Street and continue straight on. Prepare to veer left to the on-ramp for the M4 motorway. Follow the sign for Sydney. Veer left onto the M4 motorway on-ramp. Continue travelling straight on the M4 motorway towards Homebush Bay and Sydney. Pass through the toll booths. Once through the toll booths, you'll need to keep left and look for the turn-off to Hill Road and Homebush Bay. After driving under the Stubb Street overpass, then under the Milton Street pedestrian bridge and past the Silverwater Road exit, you'll cross Haslam's Creek. The turn-off to Homebush Bay is immediately after the Haslam's Creek Bridge. Prepare to turn left into Hill Road. Turn left into Hill Road. Continue along Hill Road and follow the signs to the set-down point at the Sydney Olympic Park Northern Bus Terminal. For the return journey to Rosehill Racecourse, drive south along Hill Road. Continue straight on towards the M4 motorway. Pass under the M4 motorway and make a left-hand turn up the western on-ramp. The signs are for Parramatta and Penrith. Pass through the toll booths. After the toll booths, look for the exit sign to James Roos Drive. James Roos Drive is the first exit after the toll booths. Prepare to veer left onto the James Roos Drive exit ramp. You'll notice a blue sign to Rosehill Racecourse on your left. At the end of the exit ramp, prepare to turn right at the traffic lights onto James Roos Drive. Follow the sign for Parramatta and Hornsby. Turn right and continue straight on. Drive under the M4 motorway. Drive through the lights at Prospect Street and continue straight on. Drive under the pedestrian footbridge. Prepare for a right-hand turn at the next lights into Grand Avenue. Turn right into Grand Avenue. Drive over the railway bridge and prepare to turn right to the Park and Ride site. To recap the journey, leave the Park and Ride facility at Rosehill Racecourse. Turn left onto Grand Avenue and continue on to James Roos Drive. Turn left onto James Roos Drive and continue on to the M4 motorway. Take the Sydney exit on-ramp onto the M4 motorway. Continue travelling east on the M4 motorway. Go through the toll booths and look for the Hill Road exit to Homebush Bay. Follow the signs to the Sydney Olympic Park Northern Bus Terminal. For the return journey, travel south along Hill Road to the M4 motorway. Follow the signs for Penrith onto the M4 motorway heading west. After the toll booths, look for the James Roost Drive exit. Leave the M4 motorway via the James Roost Drive exit and return to the park and ride at Rosehill Racecourse via James Roost Drive and Grand Avenue. This shuttle route will take Olympic spectators and staff from the park and ride facility at Meadowbank to the northern bus terminal at Sydney Olympic Park. Leave the park and ride and travel along Adelaide Street. This is an example of the signs you'll see on the route at games time. Prepare for a left-hand turn at the lights onto Victoria Road. Turn left and continue straight on. On your journey along Victoria Road, you'll cross 6 sets of lights before turning left onto the Silverwater Road on-ramp. After the lights at River Road, immediately prepare for a left-hand turn onto the Silverwater Road on-ramp. Follow the signs for Silverwater and Homebush Bay. Once on Silverwater Road, continue straight on. You'll notice a sign that says Bus Only Access Road. Stay in the left lane because this is your access to Homebush Bay. Cross the Parramatta River by the Silverwater Bridge. Prepare for a left-hand turn at the Bus Only Access Road, which is just over the bridge. Turn left and continue straight on the Bus Only Access Road, which will be known as the Holker Busway. Follow the road around to the right. Drive to the T-junction at Holker Street and prepare to turn left. Turn left into Holker Street and continue straight on towards Sydney Olympic Park. You'll notice Silverwater Jail on your left. The Olympic Village is on your right. Cross straight over Hill Road. Drive to the Northern Bus Terminal set-down and pick-up point at Sydney Olympic Park. For the return journey, leave the Northern Bus Terminal, cross Hill Road and travel along Holker Street. Prepare to turn right at the traffic lights into the Holker Busway. Return to Silverwater Road via the Holker Busway. Prepare for a right-hand turn onto Silverwater Road. Turn right and continue straight on. Cross over the Parramatta River. As you approach the Victoria Road flyover, make sure you're in the right-hand lane because your access to Victoria Road is after the flyover. Cross over the Victoria Road flyover and prepare to turn right at the first street on your right. Turn right and follow the road around. Prepare for a left-hand turn at the lights onto Victoria Road. Turn left and continue straight on. You'll travel through 5 sets of lights before preparing to turn right into Adelaide Street. After the lights at Shaftesbury Road, prepare for a right-hand turn into Adelaide Street. Turn right and continue straight on. Turn left into Constitution Road and follow the signs to the set-down point at the Meadowbank Park and Ride. To recap the journey, leave the Park and Ride facility via Adelaide Street and travel to Victoria Road. Turn left onto Victoria Road and continue straight on. Drive through 6 sets of lights and turn left onto Silverwater Road via the on-ramp. Continue straight along Silverwater Road. Cross the Parramatta River. Follow the signs to Sydney Olympic Park via the Holker Busway to the Northern Bus Terminal. For the return journey, leave the Northern Bus Terminal and drive to Silverwater Road via the Holker Busway. Turn right onto Silverwater Road and continue straight on. As you approach the Victoria Road flyover, make sure you're in the right-hand lane because your access to Victoria Road is over the flyover. Turn right and drive to Victoria Road. Turn left onto Victoria Road and drive straight on. You'll drive through 5 sets of lights before turning right into Adelaide Street. Turn right into Adelaide Street and left into Constitution Road. Follow the signs to the set-down point at the Meadowbank Park and Ride.